do this.
Yeah, Bert.
We were like, okay, we were told we were going to be flying out like the very first week of September, and man, and we were in the complete dark. It was completely dark. We didn't know what was going on. We weren't told anything. September 1, September 2, 3, 4, 5, and the days are going on. And we did all this prep work, all these interviews, exam tests, psychiatric tests to get onto the show, and it was completely dark. No words, no interactions, no nothing. They just said, "We'll call you." And me and Rob, we were pissed. We were thinking like, we did all this work and we just got stood up. We're completely in the dark. I don't know what Rob had to do, but in essence, we had to put our lives on hold. My installation schedule for gutters is all over the place, and that's important. It's my livelihood. Both of our livelihoods were put on pause. We didn't know what was going on. And thinking that I was going to leave that first week of September, back in late August, there was actually a hurricane coming through. And I told my boys, look, we have to finish this. And it was a massive job that we were working on. I'm like, we have to get this job done while we've got all three of us here, because there's a very good chance that I'm flying out tomorrow. and like, you guys are going to be stuck here in the storm. We worked through the initial wave of a hurricane to make sure that I was able to leave, and then we didn't leave. Obviously it worked out, but that's what happened with me. I worked through a hurricane to make sure that I was ready to go at the drop of a hat.
So one of Medicine says, thank you so much for your service, Army vet. Thank you, Medicine, for your service, as well as Fletcher and Darren as well. So for those who have served and that are serving, that allows me and everyone to be in this beautiful country, from my heart to yours, always very humble. Thank you so much. And you're correct, Medicine. Thank you. Thank you. So it sounds like Rob and Fletcher was not an exception to the rule. I mean, like, they didn't tell us, what we're really, signing up for into the night before. And like Darren said earlier on the other episodes that we had on Milfing Manor, that he didn't even know the dads until they were riding to the manor. It sounds like the same thing with you and Rob.
Wow, really?
And they didn't tell us the show until, like, they told the ladies the name of the show the day before they started filming. They told the young men, the sons, when they were on the way to the manor in the boat, what the show was. The dads, we found out the name of the show and everything from the moms and the sons when we got there to the manor.
I think that's nice. That's good for the viewers to know, because the biggest question I think I get from most of my friends is how much of it is real and how much of it is staged.
Right.
And, how much of it did you really know? And the thing that I like telling people is, I said, when I showed up to the border, I had a 26-page document that had an attorney's number on it that said, he doesn't know where he's going. He doesn't know how long he's going to be here. He doesn't know what he's doing. And I mean, how fun is that? This guy doesn't sound like, and they did a really good job of keeping us completely separated and real, so that you didn't ever see anybody. And that was pretty cool.
I would agree with Rob about that, because none of us knew. And we later found out, we later found out we're actually like a door from each other down the hallway, or one floor from each other. They did an incredible job. And also what Rob said, everyone, and that is, you're like sequestered, like you're in jail, like you're now on their time.
No wallet, no passport, no phone.
You can't go anywhere. You can't go anywhere.
I went to the hospital.
And no key to your room either.
Yeah, no key to your room. But I got to go to the hospital though.
That's because you fell, and you're recuperating just fine, right, Darren?
Yeah, running every day, surfing. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
So, yeah, it's I'm stand-up paddleboard surfing because I can't pop up on a board. Still legs messed up, but getting to the gym, swimming every morning. Yeah, so I'm probably about 80% rehab now.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Let me just jump in really quick. Tatey Carr says, Fletcher, we're getting married. You just don't know yet. All right. Okay.
I
Very
saw
well.
that. That's awesome.
I'm getting
Someone so
boys and
is
girls.
getting married.
I'm getting hitched. How about that? Let's see here. Toy Steel says, Kelly, I need to be brought on the show next time.
All
Kelly.
right.
All right.
All
Well, then
right.
her people will call you your people.
Yes.
Madison Ram says, Fletcher, thank you so much for your service, Army vet. Okay, I saw that. Thank you, Ra. These wives do to each episode is so helpful.
That's
Actually, yeah,
awesome.
they are.
We like that. We like that, Madison. We like that you're participating and we're answering. What is that background? Who did that? That's awesome. I love it. I
How
had
do you
like
do that?
these fireworks behind me. Who
And
did
then
that? That's amazing.
I
we
think
just had
someone.
E-Fan 103.
That's so awesome.
So
Yeah, yeah. So Uncle Rob,
go ahead.
Uncle
Yeah.
Rob, I would like to know your uncle's perspective and his opinion. He walked in and you do come across like a very assertive, not aggressive, assertive, which is nice. And you were no nonsense from what I saw last night about Kelly, the beautiful blonde. You were so obvious, like, no, I want to give you a hug, no handshakes here. What was drawn to you about Kelly?
I would have hugged I think I hugged every girl there. So, I'm to me, it's just not my style to shake a girl's hand. I mean, if
Okay.
I'm in a business meeting, that's a little different thing, but no, not for a show. But I believe Kelly was probably the first person that did approach me. And when we sat down to talk, she was the person that said to me, she said, "Do you know what you're doing here?" And I said, "Yeah, it's a dating show." She said, "But you know what it's called?" And that's when she told me the name was MILF Manor. Until then, we had all been told, I think all of us had been told different
Northern Love.
random names.
Yes,
Northern
Northern Love.
So I was on
Well,
empty nest.
there's
I was
some
going
truth
to
to
empty
that, you
nester
guys.
island.
There's some. I like that. There's some truth to that. We
Empty
were up
Nester
north.
Island.
We were up north, and I do like Rob's idea, like empty nester island. I do like that. Right?
That
That's
was
a
the
nice idea.
first. That was the first. That's how I got into this. Is girl sent me a thing that said you need to sign up for it, and I filled it out, not thinking much of it, and that was the start of it. Empty nester island.
Got
And then
it.
then it evolved, which I don't know why they didn't keep that name because I think it's a great name, right?
I agree. I agree. I agree. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. So, what did you think when you guys kind of? I felt like you guys are kind of lost, and that's understandable because you were not prepped, and you were like told to just walk in, and you did do the best that you can. But like, who do you know to approach, and who do you know not to approach when you walk through those doors and you shook these, the cast members' hands? Rebecca, Joey came across, and Anthony and someone else and Stacy. I mean, like, how do you guys? That's courageous.
If I remember correctly, I think the girls were all sitting on a blanket, or at least three of them were sitting on a blanket together, and they had their backs turned from when we came in the house.
Uh-huh.
Um, Go ahead, Fletch.
I remember there was a whole bunch of them in that eggshell looking chair when I did that initial scan when I looked out into the yard. I remember, yeah, it was either on the deck or on the chair, but as far as like who to talk to and who not to talk to, I don't know. In a dating environment, it's my MO that I would probably talk to, and this is just what I know. You I will say hello to the dudes first to see what was going on, and that's exactly what I did. No regrets with that, but I just I'm beating a dead horse. I already said this earlier. I thought it was odd, but the dudes were like, "Nope, just don't forget about us. We'll talk later. Just you go talk to the chicks." I remember that distinctively. Chris told me that. It took me off guard. Oh my goodness, dogs! It took me off guard, but um, but how do you know who to talk to? You just got to go for it. That's all I can say about that. You just had to go for it.
Did either of you have any? So you're meeting everybody. Did you have any initial I don't know who's connected with who, but I want to meet this person. I want to meet this girl, initial attractions.
Could you say that again? You cut out a little bit for me. I got a rainstorm over here.
Did either of you, so after you met everybody or you're going through and meeting everybody, was there any immediate, like, I don't know if she has a connection, but I really want to get to know this woman? Like anyone in particular?
To be honest, for me, no, but that had a lot to do with I was just like shocked with the whole situation. Kelly and Rob will testify. I'm normally a very outgoing person. A self-described goon. I'm a wiener wrangler, as you could tell. I wasn't my natural self, and I just felt kind of overwhelmed in that first like 30 minutes. It was just sort of like, oh my God. So to have like a natural attraction to anybody out there, I have to be my natural self if I'm going to feel attracted to somebody. That's just me. What about you, Bob?
I don't know. I wanted to make sure before I made any decision, anything, I tried to talk to everybody that I could, and somehow I made my rounds to everybody, but this other girl showed up at the end, and somehow I never got the chance to meet Christina. I don't know where she was. I don't know what I did, but later on, she showed up, and I was like, where did she come from? I never got the chance to meet her, so she must have been.
Wait, she was probably talking with me.
Yeah.
The whole
They had a
time?
date. Well, I watched the episode. They went on like a little mini date.
That's probably why. He probably had her down by the lake the whole time, but I just
Yeah.
remember
Yes,
I talked
that
to
is
all the
true.
girls
Yeah.
there, and then when we sat down, they had us all sit down in the outside thing there, and I was like, wow, that girl's kind of cute. Where'd she come from? I thought she just showed up or something. I don't know.
Hey, reading some comments from the chat.
Uh-huh.
Beth Bowley says, "All respect, Rob. Your body is incredible." Brian H 1990 says, "Hey,
Is that Brian Burley?
yeah, which girl I get to know? See some winks, see some other things. For anyone that's here, I'm paying attention to the comments. I'm trying to read those in conjunction with the interview. So yeah, just as I see them, I'll jump in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Those are all the comments I saw so far.
Okay, so when you had talked to Christina, what was your take or your vibe when you took her down to the lake where Rob didn't realize she existed until you brought her back?
Yeah. I thought she was cute from the get-go. I said, okay, I'll go talk to Christina. I think she's cute. But I was not my normal self. Like, I felt like I was not functioning correctly. So I felt nervous. I didn't feel my absurdly confident, natural Fletch. I felt like unconfident. Fletch was not a great place to be. So there I was. Somebody from the crew tells me, "Hey Fletch, how about you go grab a bottle of wine and stuff, and you and Christina go down to the dock and get to know each other." And I was
didn't
like,
get that offer.
"Okay, yeah."
I didn't
Well,
get the offer
I
when the
got that
girls
offer.
that.
I mean, I got offered that, Rob. That's exactly what happened.
Good.
So I grab a bottle, grab a thing, and then me and Christina just went down to the dock and we just hung out with each other. She did not mention or say anything to me that she was talking to anyone or anything that I've been going on. She was very polite, but I kind of felt that she was just being polite. Maybe she was shocked as well. I haven't had a chance to talk to her about it, in all honesty. It kind of just felt like a nice conversation. I didn't feel too much chemistry. Like there was some, but it wasn't amazing. But I mean, I'll probably chalk it up to it's probably a me thing. I would say.
Okay, fair.
I can
fair
own
enough.
it. Like I can own up to that. Like I probably did not do well.
And I want to try and regrasp some perspective because I'm watching the episode last night, and it seems to me like there was actually several days, or at least a couple days, crammed into that one episode, because I don't remember all that stuff happening on the first day you guys got there. I mean, I know I was gone for a lot of it, but of that day, but did that all happen on one day? How long were you guys at the manor? Because I can't remember 9 months ago. I think I'm getting old or something. And but it does seem to me like we did the challenge and then some of that other stuff
Yeah,
on different days.
there was the golfing thing with Dave. That was another day with Dave and Christina. I mean, they were out there golfing a long time that
Yeah,
day.
yeah,
And
Yeah,
I don't,
yeah.
I
I remember. Yeah,
that was a different day. And then we had the other day that we did the challenge. That was not the day we got there.
that's
So
okay. Thank
so that
you.
was like
I
the
literally thought I was going
challenge we did
crazy.
was like the second day we were there.
Okay, because you guys were there total, because we only have 2 episodes left, but you guys were there over a week, right? It seems
We
like.
were there.
close
Yeah,
to it. I
yeah.
mean, I think total time that we left and came back, we were a little over a week. But you know, we got to put in our days in the hotels too. So yeah, probably there 5 days.
Was it all
Okay, yeah,
days?
I thought it was
I,
more than that,
I,
but
I
it
think it
all
was.
blends
I think it was
together.
more than 5 days.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe because we got the episode coming up next week that they already showed of the siblings and family members coming in. That was another day, I believe.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about anything they haven't shown yet.
Correct.
Because they
They
haven't
showed
shown
it on
it
a
then.
preview. Yeah, they showed it on a preview, so we
Oh,
can talk
no.
about that.
Oh, the preview. That's one thing.
Yeah.
Where they had just like family members randomly come in. Rob, were you thinking that one of your daughters was going to show up?
No, but they had asked me ahead of time to have them sign papers
Oh, that's
so that they
interesting.
could,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh,
But
that's interesting because they didn't with the dads anyway.
I was going through this process a long time with I think it might have been different shows too.
Oh, okay.
I think because actually for me, I had already been interviewing and then I was asked that, hey, we've got a show right now. Do you have a son between the ages of or a nephew or somebody? So I think I was slotted for a different show and then I got put into yours.
Okay.
Because yeah, the whole time with Fletcher, can I tell the story about Fletcher?
Sure.
Fletcher,
Oh, fuck your story, of course.
So I'm sitting there and they tell me that we need somebody in this age group, and I'm like, I got to call him up and tell him that he needs to get his butt home now
Oh,
and
okay, this is a good story.
get prepared for an interview. And I'm like, he's like, I said, but I don't know 100% yet. They just told me this. He says, I'm leaving work right now. I'm going home, I'm showering, I'm getting ready. And I'm like, well, hold on. They said that this is what they're looking for. Fletcher went home right then and I think you had the interview that afternoon, right?
That we did. And when you first hit me up, I'll never forget this. And looking back on it, I laugh about it. So there I was driving the car, and I get like a message from Rob, like it pops up, "Hey, I need you to call me, like
You
right now."
panicked. You panicked. You thought he thought somebody died.
Yeah. I need to, I need to talk to you like right now. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, like I'm a gutter construction specialist, dude, and I'm thinking, water main broke. Somebody's gutter fell off their house, and I gotta fix it like right now.
Right.
This is what goes to my mind. So I pull over and I'm like, "Yeah, Rob, what's going on? What are you doing?" I'm driving. Like I don't know. Like I just finished up my estimates. What's going on? What do you need help with? Have you ever wanted to be on TV? And I'm thinking, I'm like the biggest eye roll in the world. I'm like, where's this going? I'm like, all right, yeah. Where's this going? All right, yeah, sure. Of course, I want to be on TV. Who doesn't want to see me? All right, I need you. Look at me. Look at me. I need you to go home right now, and I need you to go like get changed. Someone's gonna call you, and you're gonna have to go do an interview. And I'm like,
And he knows I'm a character and I like to play good practical jokes. So
yeah.
I was very
I'm thinking.
surprised he believed me.
I'm thinking he's fucking with me, and like, but something was different. Something was different. So I said, "Oh, okay, I'll go get home and do a pretty boy something." I don't know, like I don't know how guys like make themselves look good, but I guess I'll take a shower for a video interview. Like,
Well, you guys, what'd you say? See, but now you know. You walked into the house, all the guys were down there with no shirts on. Next time someone asks you to do an interview, you just take your shirt off.
I'm here for the. I'm here for the interview. I just start
You're like,
taking
oh,
off
wait,
clothes.
yeah, just wait here. I'm here for the interview.
What are
So,
you here for the interview? What's that? You want to see my wiener? Oh, he's right here. Look at that. It's a big one, isn't it? Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So, but that was the story of like how pretty much this all came to be. For those who care, I mean, I thought it was funny. I'm thinking I gotta go repair something. And Rob's like, "You want to be on TV?"
So should I safely assume the two of you have not done reality TV or TV, period?
That is correct.
That is
Well,
correct. So you are quite excited.
I don't know about Tio though. I mean,
Okay,
Tio was
Rob.
like,
No, I haven't been on. I've never been on any TV shows or anything.
Okay. And did you want to be on TV? A
And that,
reality TV show?
I mean, it was never on my radar. Not even something to think of. Like I said, Gracie, who you met,
Uh-huh.
sent me a text and said you need to sign up for this show called Empty Nester Island. And I was like, she already sent it to me. All I had to do is put my name, address, and everything, and I put it in there. And then about 2 weeks later, somebody emailed me back and said, "Tell us more." We responded. This was back in July. So all this transpired from July until October, and it wasn't until like maybe after I got a hold of Fletch, maybe 3 weeks later we left. So I'd been going through this process for quite some time. That's why I was just now it just kind of occurred to me that maybe they needed somebody to come in last minute for this show,
Uh-huh.
and that's when they changed the dynamics of how it was supposed to be.
well, see,
Now
that's how unscripted reality TV is. And I don't think the audience understands that because it is funny. We've been talking about this for 10 weeks now that we didn't know. We didn't know this is all surprise stuff, but I think people still go, it's scripted. This is how unscripted I think it is. They popped you guys in, without. I think they made the decision probably within a week of you guys being on the show to have you even come in. I mean, that's how unscripted I think this show. I don't know about all reality shows. I've never been on one, but it seems to me that's how unscripted.
Actually, I got a question for Kelly and Darren.
Yeah.
Do y'all think? Because me and Tio talked about this. Do you think that we were brought in because the two English gentlemen were eliminated from the show? Do you think we were brought in because they left and they needed to fill a void? We were like a backup? We don't know.
No, I don't think it's because they left, because we actually had 4 people leave and they had brought in 2. I think this is guessing. We're guessing here. I think they just wanted to keep the cast people guessing, and I think they wanted to keep through the season the audience guessing, and so they kept it loose. My understanding is that there was actually a couple more people at the hotel waiting, like, in case maybe you guys all of a sudden couldn't show up or something happened. But I heard through the grapevine that there was other people waiting.
Man, it makes me wonder how many people were maybe in the hotel.
Well,
Wow.
it makes sense. It makes
Yeah.
sense if you're running a good business. You always have a backup for your backup, right? And if we didn't
Exactly.
show, and then they had these 2 people that needed to come in on such and such date, and you and I didn't show, they have to have somebody else there, right?
Yeah. What about you, Kelly? What do you think?
I think
were me and
that
Rob
the writers and the producers and the directors that has the season all planned out beautifully, right? Because I personally have not watched the show. I didn't know about the show until after we wrapped, and I was not a big fan of the first season. So kudos to the writers, directors, producers that really amped it up this season. And I would have to agree that assumption they have someone in holding. And I think all three of us would agree that if we didn't have a connection and if there wasn't a storyline and someone needed to be eliminated, they would bring some fresh faces in, right? So I do
Yeah.
agree that, yeah, for sure. For sure. If there wasn't a connection, especially me being part of the six MILFs, if I didn't have a connection, I would be in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Even with the connection, you
Um.
were in the kitchen.
I,
Thank God I was eating well.
Yeah.
right?
Real quick. Real quick, guys. Just gonna read some comments. Mike Cabral, love how it was filmed in Barrie, Ontario, where I live. Shout out to Mike. Got a couple people that joined in. Dermont had joined. Scottsdale 806. What's up? Scottsdale, thank you for being here. That Clumsy Gemini, how's it going? And our most recent join. Oh my goodness. Erlinston 3 joined. And these are all the people I'm seeing from Instagrams. And oh, we got Swift. Oh my goodness, we got a whole bunch of new people.
So
And
I
then we
do
got
have some questions that came in for both Rob and Fletcher from my post last night at the watch party, and that is one question that wanted Rob's answer was how long ago before you decided that you wanted to participate in a reality show and that if you would be interested in something like you said, Love Island is what I think I'm hearing, Love Island or any
Empty
other,
nester. Empty nester
yeah,
island.
yeah, empty nester, like what were you thinking, like I would like to participate, maybe even the bachelor, bachelorette, you know what I mean? Like that's one question that came in for you.
Wait, what's the question?
The
Did I think I
question
was going to
was like how long before you decided to participate in a dating show, like
oh,
that
it
call?
was that call for me to do it was basically maybe a 15% thought process based
Okay.
upon, like I said, the text. It wasn't anything that I sat there and thought, you know what, I feel like trying to get on a reality TV show. It
Okay.
was basically, I got that, and it was like, I had the option of, do I spend the 2 minutes and fill out my name, address, and phone
Hmm.
number and send it, or just not do it? So I gave a little bit of effort, and I really gave it like a 10% chance. And when the first uh, responses started coming back, the email addresses were really odd. It was like at casting1.net. It had no, if I saw Universal Studios or I saw, MGM or something, I'd say, whoa, this is the real
Right.
deal.
Right.
And that never happened until another name started popping up. But every time one of these people would contact me, I would do, of course, a quick internet search. Let's see who this person is. And they were nobody, 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 nobody. And then all of a sudden, when a certain person contacted me, I did a search for their name. And then when I saw that they cast Jersey Shore, I gave the worst interview that you could ever possibly imagine because everything changed. It went from this is nothing to all of a sudden like, oh my gosh, this is real. And she even said, you really need to relax. Uh, uh, you know, and I knew it. I was doing a horrible job. I was not relaxed anymore. And,
Oh,
Wow.
that's
and
funny.
I was pretty certain that I bombed it. I was pretty certain. So,
Hmm.
I'm the opposite, Rob. I mean, it was the same. It was actually got a call and said, "Would you want to do this?" And I said no. And then I had some family members be like, "Oh, just talk to these people," and I was so relaxed because I didn't want to do it. I was like, "This, I'm not interested." And so mine was kind of the opposite of yours. I did believe it was real because my niece and her boyfriend are in Hollywood, and they were the ones that gave my name in, and I was like, no. So I was totally chill because I was like, no, no, thank you. And then I don't know, it started getting intriguing. But that's funny that I'm just trying to picture you giving a bad interview because you're so chill. You're like, you know.
So Rob,
Yes.
would you do another reality show? Would you do like a Amazing Race, a competition?
Amazing Race would be a
Yes.
blast. Could I
Or
take my
Big
daughter?
Brother? Mm-hmm. You would?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, Amazing Race would be awesome.
Great. Go
Go
travel
travel
that's good to
around
know.
the world for like 3 weeks and try
Uh-huh.
out cities around the world, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
that would be a blast.
Yes, that would be a blast. And how about Fletcher? Someone asked in my DM from seeing my post of our watch party over the weekend. They wanted me to ask you, have you modeled before? Because they think your eyes are gorgeous and that you are funny. Is he really that funny? I said, yes, he's really that funny. That is Fletcher.
Yeah, that's authentic Fletch. I'm just a goon. Have I ever modeled before?
Yes.
No. But I'm not unaware. My strongest suit, my strongest card I know to play are my eyes. So if like all of a sudden, like I'm really like making sure that my eyes are right.
Do that again. There you go.
Right.
And
So
I guess
if I'm if I'm intentionally trying to get like my eyes like really bright or something, like
there you go.
oh man, I can't.
Well, you're gaining a lot of female followers, and they even, I guess, they're looking at your posts, Fletcher, and they said that you have a hot body as well, and that they think that you're rocking it in one of your posts that has like a speedo or something. I don't know. So there's some stalkers out there for you, Fletcher.
Wait, no. Oh, okay, let's go ahead and let's address this. Darren, do you know what? Do you know?
Yes.
Darren, do you know what Kelly's talking about here?
Oh yeah. I've seen.
They're
I've
seeing
seen
your
the post.
post on your Instagram
And
somewhere.
we're talking about the post. Tio, do you know what they're talking
Of
about?
course I do. I've seen your thing. As a matter of fact, I ran into a guy a couple weeks ago at a pool party, and we started talking, and he remembers us from going to a Barbie bash because you were the guy in the pink Speedos.
Yeah.
So
So
he's known, girls.
yeah,
He's known for this.
I noticed this speedo thong guy. So there's a clip. This past Thanksgiving, I'm in Key West, Florida, with a couple of my friends from college. Matter of fact, Kelly, you ran into Stephen and Leanna this week, and I was hanging out with them, right? Saturday night, and for whatever reason, I get a wild hair, and I'm like, you know what? I got an idea. I'm gonna go do the Duval crawl and a pink thong, and I'm just gonna go get reactions from people out of the street. And it was a lot of fun. Like you just saw like people like just walking on through. And then we take it a step further, and I get Steven. I'm like, Steven, you got to record this. So like he just takes a recording of like, just like my head, and then it zooms out, and then you see me all cheeked up walking down the streets of Duval out there in Key West, Florida. And that is probably one of the more infamous clips I got on my Instagram. So I'm thinking when you're asking me, oh, Fletcher, I've got a lot of people asking questions about your.
Yes.
I bet you are, Kelly. So does he have different colors, or is it just the pink one?
Well, now, I'm
known.
just going to say your Uncle Rob, I'm not calling you Uncle Rob, I'm saying your Uncle Rob Fletcher also is known for his Speedo poses because he does bodybuilding competitions.
But
So
I
those
don't
are out
wear
there on yours.
Speedos.
Yeah,
Well, you wear the little.
he does the board shorts.
Yeah.
He does
I do
board
board
shorts.
I got skinny legs. I don't do the other ones.
Yeah,
I thought you were doing the.
I get tongued
I'm
up.
a genetic mutant. I can't. I have no legs.
Oh, I thought maybe you were doing the Mr. Universe wearing the Speedo things.
No, I can't do them.
So,
okay.
So one last, I promised my fans that message me about the two of you. One last question I need to deliver, and that is to your uncle, Rob. And that the women think you're like the best looking uncle out there. They think that you're like so muscular. Is he really that big? I said, yes, he is a very muscular man. And they asked if you're still single. I said, well, you have to watch and see. So
Gotta
you
watch
got
the rest of the
a lot
season.
of fans there, Rob.
All right.
Think you're hot
Right.
too. So
Good.
there's two hotties here.
Well,
Speedo
you may have to.
and Uncle Rob.
Well,
So you guys have gained following, female following, from this watch party and your appearance on MILF Manor season 2, and don't be surprised. You got
Hi,
something else
Joey.
coming. Yeah.
Thank you for any compliments. I appreciate it.
That's right. You guys are well loved by my fans that are direct messaging me about your appearance. So I wanted to share that with you, and I want to congratulate you guys for navigating it so well, and that you might even consider doing another reality show, something like Amazing Race, right? So they did ask, if you both have ended up with someone, and I said to them, they need to tune in. There's only 2 more episodes. They will find out, because if they find out one way or the other, I just want to prep you. You might be getting a lot of proposals. Just saying.
We'll see. We'll see.
Right?
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
Are there any other questions? Oh, look, Not Sage from Pixel Circus is on here.
Yes,
Welcome,
yes,
Not Sage.
yes. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone.
Oh, well,
Okay, so I
wait.
have.
Joey is here too.
Oh, Joey's
Joey, what's up,
here?
man? I see you, buddy.
Hi,
Yeah,
Joey.
Joey's in here. Joey,
Hi,
I got
Joey.
send some
Mama
love to
Calendar.
Joey.
Dave Casper, do not ever call me chicken legs again. I'm a funnel man. Get that right.
Funnel Man. All right.
Yeah, chicken legs is too original.
Nastaji, hey, how's it going? Sending out some waves.
Do we have any we missed? I mean, there's definitely a list for you guys.
A lot of the questions were answered
Anything
during
from
the
TikTok,
stream.
Kelly?
Yes. So a lot of the questions were answered during our screen today. So that's why we don't have ones in that little question mark, you guys. And the ones that I share with you were coming to me directly in my inbox, and I deliver like I promised. But I also want to make sure that everybody knows to tune in. We've only got 2 more episodes. A lot of your questions regarding Fletcher and Uncle Rob or Rob, you'll find out. 2 more episodes. I know you like them. We like them.
And
I
if
think
you
they
want
do
to
amazing.
come down, to Jacksonville, write to me on my Instagram account, and we'll tell you where we're going to watch it. You can watch it with me and Fletcher next Sunday.
That's right.
That would be up.
Actually,
that would be up to Jacksonville. Up to Jacksonville.
Yes. Up.
Oh.
I'm south of you guys.
Yeah, we'll be up in Jacksonville. If you want to come hang out, please do. I mean, we're not shy.
You're not.
I think it's a good time.
The nicest people.
I'm very shy.
Hey, Joey.
Yeah. Hi, Joey. We
I
will
see
get you
rabbits
and
and
your dad
chocolate.
next. Just saying, Joey. You and your dad next.
I want to tune into that.
So today, guys, I need to acknowledge some of my female fans. They asked me to feature some of these items behind me. So one of them suggested I should just wear what I got. And this is one of the new bikinis that came in while I was gone. So I'm wearing this, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and show this after the live, and you guys can direct message me for the new shipment. Okay, so this is one of the sets that came in. All right, girlfriends. Anyways, I want to say thank you so much.
Appreciate having you guys on a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, it was fun.
And yeah, for sure. And we will circle back with the rest of the family here on MILF Manor season 2. So everyone that's here tonight that are falling in love with Fletcher and Rob, please do tune in. 2 more episodes, and we will have the rest of the cast with us in the next episode. So, but you never know who's coming up next. So do stay tuned.
True.
Yes,
Yep.
and then in the next few minutes, we're gonna have the amazing Michael and Chris London. So do tune in, guys. Don't go anywhere. Until next time, I want to say thank you from my heart to you both, Fletcher and Rob. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
I promise.
Okay.
See y'all later.
Mhm.
Hey,
Thanks, you guys.